If home is where the heart is, then the Jikaze IDP resettlement camp in MAHIU cannot really be called home for the 145 internally displaced families that have found a safe haven here. Esther Nyakanini's humble house does not have many creature comforts, but she has tried to make her little corner of the 7.5-acre plot of land shared among 900 IDPs as cozy as possible.
Ndio tulishikana kikundi kia watu hawa 145 ndio tukakuja hapa tukanunua kashamba hivi kadogo eka 2.5 kwa ile pesa ya shilingi 10,000.
Well-wishers have helped Esther and her neighbors put up study structures, but life still remains a struggle. Each day, 65-year-old Esther sets off to seek employment as a casual laborer at any of the neighboring farms, work which even on a good day can only earn her a pittance.
Chakula tunapata saa ingine kidogo, ile haitutoshi, tunamaliza haraka na mpaka wa sasa hatuna na chakula. Watu wengine wanasumbuka, tunasumbuka hivi tu tunaenda kibarua kwa wale wako karibu ndio upate kitu ya kukula.
At 80, Milka Nyambura is too old for farm work. Instead, she keeps poultry to make ends meet. In this little house, she lives with her ailing husband and adult children, all displaced from Narok during the 2008 post-election violence. None of them is employed.
Sisi tunasemanga hapa hakuna papa na hakuna mama. Sisi ni watoto ya wapi? Ya jagwani. Ukikojeka, ukipata pesa ya kuenda hospitali ni ngumu. Ukienda hospitali unaitisha ile pesa wewe hakuna.
In a joint effort to make a living, the displaced at Jikaze have sought to return to farming as they did before, but the climate has not been kind to them. Even through these trying circumstances, their will to succeed is still strong. However, as these IDPs tell us, every time they try to rise above their circumstances, they find their hopes shattered, their dreams wilting and just beyond their reach. The wind and the recent rains have combined to destroy their effort to start a greenhouse. Consequently, the IDPs now peg their hopes on the government's promise to resettle them in a place where they can start afresh. The outlook of IDPs at the much larger MAWINGU camp is different. The dark clouds gather over the 12,000 who on the surface go about their business. The only thing that sets them apart at Jikaze at first glance, their tents. Old, tattered, and after over 3 years, reinforced by polythene bags. The women have set up little businesses, not enough to make them much money, just adequate to keep their hopes alive.
Mimi niko hapa nikingoja serikali kama inaweza kunifikiria garao wanipee makao hata nami niweze kujiendelesha na maisha, kwa sababu nikishikwa mkono naweza kutembea.
Though their circumstances differ from those of the IDPs in Jikaze, both sets of IDPs took the first step of buying their own land with the money from the government. Now both groups wait to be resettled on the piece of land the government promised them.
Sisi tuna imani kwa sababu tulikuwa na wenzetu na pia wameenda. Kwa hivyo tumeona kuna tumaini.
Bado tunangoja mashamba. Kwa sababu lazima tungoje kwa sababu si yetu. Lazima tuwe na roho ya kuvumilia, lakini tuko na moyo kabisa kupata hiyo mashamba.
However, the question of resettling the IDPs remains murky. While hundreds of thousands of IDPs returned home during the controversial Operation Rudi Nyumbani campaign, over 30,000 remain in camps, some of them on land they have banded together to buy. Now, as they wait to be resettled, their legitimacy as IDPs has been questioned. The promise of help they have awaited for so long seems bound to be broken thanks to a wave of political agitation ahead of next year's general election. Their fate may ultimately be that which met previous victims of politically motivated violence, with years lost as landless quarters. This is part of the sad state of the nation. WILKISTER, KTN in MAWINGU.